Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to break down the marketing pitch for a supplement called Prime Perform. We'll look at its own presentation, slide by slide, to really understand how it's built, what its message is, and, the techniques it's using to connect with an audience. It's a really fascinating look at how a marketing story gets built, piece by piece. So, notice this right off the bat. The pitch doesn't kick off with the product. It starts with a problem, and a really personal one. By asking about your intimate life, it's not just talking about being tired in general. No, it's targeting a very specific, very sensitive pain point. This is designed to immediately make you feel like, hey, they're talking to me, and creates that instant connection. And this brings us to the first step in their whole narrative, really digging into that problem. The phrase they use, feeling the spark fade, that is so effective. Why? Because it's emotional. It's not clinical. It's almost poetic, right? It's a classic move to build empathy and basically say to the audience, we get it. We know exactly what you're going through. Okay, so they've set the stage, they've identified the problem, they've made that emotional connection, and now the story smoothly pivots to the solution. It's time to introduce the hero, the thing that's going to bring back that fading spark. And there it is, the product. But look how simple this is. There are no taglines, no list of benefits just yet, just the name, all on its own. This gives it a moment to really land, positioning it as the one clear, direct answer to the problem they just laid out. And this line right here, this is the perfect bridge. It brilliantly ties everything together. It doesn't just say what the product is, it says what it does for you. It directly addresses that initial problem of the fading spark. So the message creates this perfect little loop. Is your spark fading? Well, this is designed to bring it back. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's incredibly effective. A promise is great, but now we get to the how. People want a reason to believe, some kind of mechanism that makes sense to them. So this next part of the pitch is all about explaining exactly how this product supposedly gets the job done. Now, what's really, really interesting here is the language they use. The source material calls the secret sauce a powerful blend of herbs and minerals. Think about that phrase. Powerful implies it's effective. Herbs and minerals sounds natural, maybe even safe, tapping into that whole idea that nature has the answer. It completely avoids complicated scientific jargon, which makes the whole thing feel really accessible and appealing. So, you've been told how it works with this powerful blend, but what can you actually expect to happen? What's in it for you? This next bit is where the pitch shifts from the how to the specific, tangible outcomes. This is where that big promise gets broken down into real-world benefits. And here they are. The source gives us 3 key results. It boosts vitality, which directly ties back to that low energy feeling from the very first question. It supports performance, which is the practical nuts and bolts application. And finally, and this is a big one, it helps you feel confident again, which gets right at the emotional, psychological side of the whole thing. It's a smart, 3-pronged attack that covers the physical, the practical, and the emotional. All right, we're in the home stretch now. This is the closing argument. This is where the source material tries to knock out any leftover skepticism and build that final layer of trust you need before you decide to buy something. So the closing argument starts by tackling doubt head-on. This line, no gimmicks, is like a preemptive strike. It's their way of saying, look, we know you've probably tried other stuff that didn't work. We get what you're thinking, but hey, we're different. And then, boom, they immediately follow up with this powerful, positive statement, just real results. This is the mic drop. It pushes out that negative idea of gimmicks and replaces it with the confident, simple idea of real results. It's meant to leave you with one final thought. This stuff just works, period. So, when you step back, you can see this whole pitch is a perfectly built little narrative. It identifies a problem, introduces a hero, explains the how, promises results, and then closes by building trust. It's a classic formula. And that kind of leaves us with one final question to think about. In the world of marketing, where exactly is the line between a really compelling promise and a guaranteed result? Something to chew on.